What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update. I have some new information regarding Nancy Pelosi and the second stimulus package. Also, we're going to hear from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell on the second stimulus package. And I have another huge state that is passing stimulus to their residents via mortgage and rent assistance. And a lot of you guys have been asking for this one. If you guys haven't seen, there's a lot of states, cities, and counties that are passing stimulus right now to their residents in the form of checks to help you pay your rent, help you pay your mortgage, or just a check, just as a check, which is pretty much what all these are. That is actually the number one source of stimulus going out to average everyday Americans right now. Millions and millions of dollars across the entire United States in all sorts of different states and cities are passing stimulus now from the state and city level. I will have an update for you guys on that in just a few minutes, so make sure to watch to the end so you don't miss out. Also, if you're new here, make sure to hit the like button for us down below. It really helps out our channel in the eyes of the YouTube algorithm. You know, the algorithm. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below and click the bell icon so you don't miss out on new videos. We have new videos going live at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, first up is that, remember when I told you that Mitch McConnell, the leader of the Republicans in the Senate, and Nancy Pelosi, the House Speaker and leader of the Democrats in the House, had to do three things each to keep their current position. What they needed to do is, first, they needed to be reelected personally. So Mitch McConnell needed to be reelected into the Senate, and Nancy Pelosi needed to be reelected into the House. These are the two main people that are in charge of your stimulus check and the next stimulus package. Although Nancy Pelosi has really lost a lot of her power to Joe Biden because she now reports to Joe Biden. She's no longer the shot caller for the Democrats. So before, Nancy Pelosi used to be the one just making all the decisions for the Democrats, and if she liked it or didn't like it, she could literally make that decision. She could have said yes to that $1.9 trillion package from the White House and from the Republicans, and we would have had our second stimulus check, another unemployment extension, money for mortgage and rental assistance, and student loan forgiveness. And Nancy Pelosi just said no, it wasn't enough. Now, a lot of people think that this was because she didn't want a check to go out with President Donald Trump's name on it, because she said those exact words. She didn't want a check to go out with Trump's name on it before the election. And so a lot of people think she purposely didn't take that deal. Well, now that the election's over, Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell have said that it is their top priority to get a stimulus package done. But yet we have not had one done yet, but we have seen some, how do I say it? I can't say negotiations. We've had some progress. We're going to get to that here in a second. But Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell, to keep their positions of power, aka the Speaker of the House and the Senate Majority Leader, had to have three things happen. First, they needed to personally be reelected into the state, the House and Senate. And they both won their reelections by a landslide. The next thing is number two, is that their party, the Republican Party for Mitch McConnell and the Democratic Party for Nancy Pelosi, needed to stay in power, needed to stay in the majority. And well, for Mitch McConnell, that hasn't happened yet. As you can see here on the Senate balance of power, there's 50 Republicans and 48 Democrats, two of which seats are still being decided. They're both from Georgia, and they're both going to go to a runoff vote that will be decided on January 5th. There's technically 46 Democrats and 2 independents, but the 2 independents almost always vote Democrat. So for Mitch McConnell to keep his position of power and to keep the Republicans as the majority in the Senate, they need to win one of the 2 Georgia runoff races in the Senate. If the Democrats win both of them, it'll be a 50-50 tie, and then the deciding vote will go to the vice president, which, if everything keeps going the way it's going, will be Kamala Harris. So the Democrats will actually have control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Now, if that happens, they will be able to pass a lot of bills and a large stimulus package on their own without any Republican support, because some bills only need 51 votes, and some bills you can pass one bill per year. 2021 will be a new year, and one bill per year per subject with a special rule called the reconciliation rule. So if the Democrats do win both seats, they'll have control of the House and the Senate, and we'll be able to pass a large stimulus package, likely the largest stimulus package we've ever seen, by themselves without any Republican support. But that was the second thing, is that Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi need to keep their positions of power. Well, Nancy Pelosi has kept her position of power in the House, as the Democrats have retained the House and they are the majority there, but they did lose a lot of seats and it's a much smaller majority. For the third thing to happen on both sides is that they need to be reelected from their party. And I actually should say four things. So they need to be reelected as their party. And then the fourth thing is they actually need to have a vote in the Senate and the House. Well, Mitch McConnell has basically gotten the nod from his Republican Party already, although it really wasn't official. It was just kind of granted to him. But what did happen today is Nancy Pelosi was given the nod as her party's new leader again. So yes, that is correct that Nancy Pelosi has now been officially picked by the Democrats as their party leader, which most likely will make her the House Majority Leader again. They will have to vote on it officially next year, but that vote will basically be Democrats choosing their party and Republicans choosing their party. This will most likely make Nancy Pelosi the leader and Speaker of the House again, even though we have seen several Democrats say that they're going to vote against her at all costs. So what does this mean here? As you can see, the House balance of power here has 220 Democrats versus 204 Republicans. So for that to happen, there would need to be 16 or 17 Democrats that actually vote on the Republican side, since the Democrats have chosen Nancy Pelosi as their leader for the official vote on the Democratic side. I expect to see some Democrats actually vote for the Republican leader because they literally have said they want anybody but Nancy Pelosi. However, I do not think there will be enough people that will vote from Democrats for Republicans, because as strange as it sounds, it's actually worse, even for these people that hate Nancy Pelosi on their own side. It's actually worse for them to elect a Republican leader. So, unfortunately, Nancy Pelosi will 99% likely be the House Speaker again. And if Mitch McConnell, if the Republicans win at least one of those two Georgia runoff seats, Mitch McConnell will also be the Senate Majority Leader again. So with that being said, let me show you right now what Mitch McConnell is saying about passing another stimulus package.
There is significant outstanding business that Congress needs to complete before the end of the year. My Republican colleagues and I have stated over and over that we still want to pass more coronavirus relief for the American people. Senate Republicans have voted multiple times to send hundreds of billions of dollars to schools, small businesses, health care, and laid-off workers. If Speaker Pelosi and Leader Schumer had not made the calculation to block it, that money could have been out the door many weeks ago. Instead, our Democratic colleagues have spent months, literally months, holding all of that urgent help hostage over unrelated left-wing wish list items. Their so-called heroes proposal is so unrealistic that poorly targeted that Speaker Pelosi's own moderate Democrats ridiculed the bill the instant she put it out and said it'll never become law. It includes things like a massive tax cut for wealthy people in blue states and huge sums of money for state and city governments with no linkage to demonstrated COVID needs.
So you heard it right there. Mitch McConnell still wants to pass a stimulus bill, and we're going to have to see what is in it. He has had stimulus bills in the past that included stimulus checks and an unemployment extension, money for small businesses, and money for schools and liability protections. So we're going to have to see. We're still expecting to have a bill from Mitch McConnell here within the next few days. We have heard we're supposed to expect it this week. I will keep you guys updated on that, as well as the state and local programs that are passing stimulus to their residents right now. And let me show you the next one. As Ohio is now announcing a new lockdown curfew for the next 21 days, Governor Mike DeWine has announced a new curfew for 21 days in Ohio starting on Thursday. I have found more stimulus relief for Ohio residents here that will actually pay your mortgage or rent for to the tune of thousands and thousands of dollars. They will actually pay up to 3 months of your rent. So if your rent's $1,000, you would actually receive $3,000 from this. In Ohio, again, I've been covering multiple states every single day. I will be having more so in Ohio, there is the city of Fostoria, Erie County, excluding Sandusky, Hancock County, Huron County, Lucas County, excluding Toledo, Lorain County, excluding cities of Elyria and Lorain, Sandusky County, which is interesting. There's Erie County, excluding Sandusky, but then there's Sandusky County, and then also Seneca County. So the number to call for this is 419-333-6101. The website here is glcap.org. So again, this is from Ohio, which is my state. You can actually see my Ohio State wrestling medal. I took second in the state of wrestling in Ohio back there, right there. I've shown it to you guys in the past, but that's where it is right now. So this is for the state of Ohio. I will be having more states and cities for you guys regarding rental assistance and stimulus and mortgage payments. There's a lot of states and cities that are basically giving some money back to their residents from the first stimulus package, the CARES Act. They got billions of dollars. Most states got over $1 billion, and they're giving some of that money back to their residents in the form of stimulus money and mortgage and rental assistance money. And I will be having more states and cities and counties for you guys almost every single video from here going forward. So make sure you're subscribed with the bell icon on. I will keep you updated on the state and local cities, and as well as the Congress situation passing a federal stimulus check, which is kind of what I call it. So I will keep you guys updated. Make sure to subscribe down below and share this video if you haven't yet. This way others like you will find out about these programs. You can click on this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income by selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.